Okay, welcome back to Let's Be Real. Today I'm sitting down with someone who truly needs no introduction, the incredible Ashy Bines. Ashy has built a powerful empire around health, fitness, and female empowerment, inspiring millions of women to live their best lives, not just through workouts and nutrition, but through self-belief and mindset. Hi, Ashy.
Hello. Thanks for having me. What an intro.
Oh my God, thanks for coming on. You're like the podcast queen.
I've been around for a while. It makes me sound so old. Oh my gosh.
No, but it's something you love to do.
Yeah, I love podcasting. It's just really nice to have deeper conversations without getting cut off after 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Get to go deep and actually learn from other people and just connect on a different level.
I absolutely love your podcast. So thank you so much for coming on mine. Ashley, you've been online for a while now. You're one of the OG influencers. I feel like you were an influencer before it was even really a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
Very naturally. I mean, I started in the health and fitness industry and I started just doing a boot camp down at Burleigh and we thought, why not post our transformations online? And they went viral, which viral wasn't even really a word used back then, but our pages grew to millions. We had 75 boot camps around Australia.
Wow.
And then brands just started sending me things for free and I would naturally post about them. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm getting all these gifts. And then one day it was actually, do you know Brooke Hogan?
Yeah.
She's a model. One day I was randomly talking to her and she was like, God, you post a lot of brands. You must be making a lot of money. And I was like, no, I just post them for free. And she's like, what do you mean, girl? Like they'll be laughing at you. Like you're getting taken advantage of. This is like a full business.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh, okay. So yeah, I just naturally kind of fell into it like that. But influencing, I hate being known for that because I'm so much more than that.
Yeah.
I'm a mum, I'm a business owner, I run a podcast, I've written a book, like this personal trainer. There's so many other things that are more important than
that's a lot of things.
Influencing.
Yeah.
It's a part of what I do because I love sharing. I've shared my whole life for 15 years.
I think like people think of influencer and they think, oh, just taking photos and posting online. It's such like a little stigma at the moment.
It is so much more than that.
Right. And like you said, you're a mama, which we're going to get into, and business owner. I feel like you've had a lot of businesses. So I've got some business questions for you. But before you built your career in wellness and empowerment, how did the word health being defined to you? Because I feel like back then in the fitness industry, it's really changed. Well, it has for me a lot. So do you feel the shift?
Oh yeah. Back when in my early 20s, I'm 36 now and I was a personal trainer and started the online world at 19. So I've really been around a long time. It was all about just being skinny and toned and shredded and smashing and bashing your body. It wasn't about health and wellness and getting your inflammation down and making sure your hormones are okay and appreciating your body for movement. It was really just the aesthetic. And I was doing a lot of bikini competitions in nightclubs back then because it was fun, it was cool, and it was extra money. That's why it was called the Ashy Bines Bikini Body Challenge. So it was all about looking nice in a bikini. And then something really shifted when I had my first child, who's now 10, and it just shifted from what I looked like to my appreciation for what my body had done. Yeah. And it was like, how do I take care of my body so I have energy for him, for my career, for my businesses, for my husband, for my friends. Yeah. And I no longer, of course we all care what we look like, but it definitely wasn't at the top of my priority list anymore.
Yeah, I can definitely
and I train
relate to that.
way less now than what I ever have, but I feel just as strong, way healthier, way more energetic, way more just at peace with my body. Yeah. And my relationship with what's in my head internally is so healthy and so beautiful. Whereas back then I was probably so tiny and ripped and just shredding myself to pieces when I looked in the mirror.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. And I think becoming a mum definitely changes the way you look at your body for the better. So when it comes down to, feeling good for your kids and for work, what are some tips? Like what are like 3 things in your like fitness, wellness, like that you do and you stand by and you're like for me, it's my supplements. Like I've got a schedule and like if I don't, sometimes when I don't have them, I actually just feel like a little bit more like run down, and like sleep is a huge one for me, which I always I don't always get, but like I can tell. So there's some of my non-negotiables that I try to stick to. Can you give me some of your tips?
Non-negotiables: movement. I just cannot go a day without movement. I don't care if it's even a 10-minute walk up and down the street. Yeah. I just have to move my body. If I don't start my day like that.
Do you think 10 minutes is enough?
I mean, it's better than nothing. Like tomorrow I've got to fly out to Sydney and my flight's at 7 a.m. So you betcha I'm getting up at 5 and I'll go for a 20-minute walk.
Oh my God.
I just have to do something.
How do you get the motivation?
It's not motivation now. It's discipline and it's habit. I've habit stacked this for years and I know how I feel when I do it and I know how I feel when I don't do it. And my kids are so important to me. I'm such a better mum when I've had movement. It sounds ridiculous, but it's just so true.
No, it is true.
I'm more patient. I'm not as snappy. I'm more energetic. I just feel better. So movement is my number one.
Even if it's 10 minutes?
Even if it's 10 minutes. Okay. Even if it's raining, I'll put on yoga on the TV and do it with my daughter.
Because I think some women think, okay, if it's not like in the gym and an hour workout, then nothing.
Yes.
It's like all or nothing. And I've heard this from a lot of other mamas and business women. It's like whatever it is, even if it's 10 minutes in your home.
You take what you can get.
Whatever you can do. So that's just reconfirming that.
Because even if you do 10 minutes a day, that's still an hour a week. Yeah. It tracks up over a month, over 6 months, over a year. And what you do consistently it's important. It matters.
So movement.
Movement, nature, same thing. If it's out in the backyard, my kids are jumping on the trampoline, I've just got my feet on the grass and the sun on my skin. Super important. And
do you do that morning sunlight thing that I see everywhere online? I personally don't. Like I try to get outside too and like have a bit of sunlight, but I do see this a lot online, like that morning
Don't look at your phone first and like sun straight in your eyes.
Do you do that?
No, I'm on my phone. I'm guilty of it, I'll admit it. I do love Snapchat. It's more like clearing the emails and DMs because I feel like I get a head start of the day if it's done first thing. So I would like to do that, but
just a bit of nature.
Okay. And probably other thing that's really, supplements for me. I'm working with a naturopath at the moment. I really recommend that mums get their bloods done at least once a year to check on like your adrenals, your hormones, cortisol, even everything that you're deficient in. Like I was taking supplements that I realized I didn't actually need. So for example, my bloods came back that I was overloaded with zinc.
Yeah.
So I had to stop taking zinc and try and balance it out.
So a naturopath can help you with that.
Yeah, they look at all your bloods and they can be like, you're deficient in this, your liver's struggling over here, this is why you're not sleeping, this is why you're bloated.
Is there any like thing that you've learned from the naturopath that is like a must for a woman?
Oh, for women, I mean, I would say beef organs, beef organ tablets. They are absolutely incredible for your energy, for your hormones, for your iron. And so many of us are very deficient in iron and magnesium. Everyone is deficient in magnesium. I swear, like everyone is deficient in magnesium.
You know, I get like an eye twitch sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And my GP is like, up your magnesium.
Yeah, there you go. Even helps with your symptoms on your period. So 5 days before your period, I learned this off a naturopath, double your magnesium and it dramatically limits the amount of symptoms you get. So if you get bad PMS or bad bloating or backaches, the magnesium helps with that. So that I would recommend, doubling that.
I absolutely love those 3 tips. I feel like a lot of us can really, like they're doable things.
100%. You don't want to overcomplicate health and wellness because then it's overwhelming and you can't stick with it.
Yeah. So when it comes to nutrition, because I know you know a lot about nutrition, what are some tips there for maybe, especially even mamas, like feeding their kids? Like I find that
so stressful.
I find that really overwhelming. I was speaking to someone the other day about lunch boxes and I shared online the lunchbox that I did for my kids, and I think there was like a finger bun in there, and I got so much hate.
Oh, I don't share the lunchboxes
They were
anymore.
like, the sugar and there's no protein, and I was like, some days I'm really good and really conscious of it, and then sometimes I'm like, whatever I can grab out 100%. Of the pantry or on the way past the bakery. Yeah. So are there any tips for mamas that are, you know, maybe feeling overwhelmed with feeding their kids? Like one tip I have is eggs for breakfast. Like I don't do the cereal anymore. Like I do on the odd occasion. Like I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're busy and you're like, just grab any cereal, you know.
Go to a bar, whatever.
Yes, whatever it is. But I try to do the eggs for them because I know that's really
amazing
for them.
My kids hate eggs, so
really?
But it's so different for everyone, isn't it? It depends on your schedules, your values, what your kids enjoy. Like my kids are polar opposites with their food.
Oh, really?
Daughter loves eggs, son won't even touch them. If I mixed in pancakes, he's onto it.
Oh, okay.
And like my little girl eats so much. My little boy is just not interested in food.
Yeah.
So it's really hard and I have to adapt to both of them, which is tough, especially at meals time.
Do you have any tips for a fussy eater? Because I think every mum has one fussy eater.
I know, right? I wish I had more advice for that because I'm still struggling with my 10-year-old. Exposure therapy for sure. Like don't give up. Even he would only have beef mince and it was really hard to get him to eat chicken. But after like 20, 21 times of putting it on his plate, he eats it now.
Oh, that's great.
And I learned that off a dietitian too, just to never put pressure on it and make it a negative experience, but don't give up.
And kind of do like the cheese platter.
The platters, that is such a good tip.
Dinner. That's what I try to do because I've got a fussy eater as well. Yeah. And I will still put something that he doesn't really like, but it's the protein and it's good for him. And I'll do like 4 other
give them the options.
Things. So it's like, you know, he'll try to, you know, mix it up and try something on there.
Also like don't want to get too caught up in it because I was the fussiest eater growing up. I was really sick as a baby and super fussy and now I eat anything and everything and I love it all and I'm healthier than ever. So I'm like, is this just a season? Once he hits 15, he might change again. It's just do the best that you can.
Yep.
Don't punish yourself. You are doing the best that you can.
Yep.
They're getting calories in. Like, you're doing great. Smoothies though, really good way to add extra nutrients in that they can't tell.
Yes, that is a little hack there. What about for women and nutrition? Any tips for us?
Yes. Don't overcomplicate it. Simplify it. I love the word clean eating, and I actually get pushback for that online because, food, a lot of people are like, oh, it shouldn't be demonized as clean or dirty or naughty or good or bad. But clean for me is less processed.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to basics of lean meats and proteins, vegetables and fruits, nuts, water, even healthier snacks that are made with real ingredients rather than just prepackaged stuff that is full of shit, your body's going to thank you later. The more processed we eat, the more inflammation it is because your body doesn't even recognize what it is. If you read the back of an ingredient and you don't even know what it is, how do you think your body's meant to digest that?
Yeah, no, I'm really trying to switch things up in my kitchen. Like there is a lot of processed stuff. Like,
no one's perfect, but even protein bars now, like if you go into Woolworths and Coles, right? Their ingredients list is 30. I read it. I'm like, what? Am I allowed to swear in here?
Yeah.
What the fuck are these made of? And no wonder people have got sore tummies and hormone and gut inflammations.
Yeah.
Whereas like I've just found this brand called, not sponsored, Chief protein bars, and they're all natural and they're freaking delicious and my whole family loves them.
It's about kind of finding those clean options.
A healthier version.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that can be really overwhelming. Like when you think it says organic or it says natural and then you read the back and it's full of
But even
junk.
soft drinks, we have Sodali and we have all these healthy kombuchas. There's so many better options that you still can enjoy something tasty without drinking a can of Coke.
Yeah. One thing I've done recently, and I hope I can continue it, is order my fruit and veg from like a spray-free farm.
I love that, babe, because the sprays are so bad for our health.
Yeah. I saw something online, I think it was Instagram, and it was this guy who had just gotten cancer.
Yeah.
And he said it came down to, his thoughts on it was the sprays and this chemical that's being poured on the fruit and veg. And something that I encourage a lot is the fruit and veg. Like I put out fruit platters and like fruit so my kids, they can just pick throughout the day. And after seeing his story, I was like, wow, like you think you're doing something right by giving the fruit and veg, but where are you getting that fruit and veg from?
And it's not even the sprays too, it's actually the soil that the fruit and veg grows in, and they pluck it before it's even ready, so it doesn't even have all the nutrients that it's meant to have in there.
There you go.
It is more expensive, and you can buy vegetable washes, but I'm very passionate. I only get mine from Flannery's or a fruit and veg market or something. And then organic meat as well. Something pumped with the antibiotics. I order mine from it's called Our Cow. It's an online subscription as well.
I've got to have a look.
And even on the packet it says like which farm it's come from, and you can go on the website and learn about the family and where the animals have come from.
Wow.
And it's really cool.
I love that. I've got to look into it.
Yeah.
Do you share like all of this online on your social media?
100%. Yeah. I'm so passionate about health and wellness and making it easier for families. And it's not about being perfect. It's just finding little mini swaps here and there that can make a big difference over the long span of your life.
Yeah, no, that's great. When it comes to online and social media, we've spoken about this before.
Here we go. Yes, we have many conversations.
There are people just quick to judge and quick to put out, a mean comment or something like that. And we've spoken about it. Like, how do you, deal with it? Do you ignore it? Like, you've checked in before, which is so lovely. How do you deal with that? Because you are online, like you are online a lot on all the apps, which like, I don't know how you have time for that too. And your podcasts and the businesses and the kids. So I guess putting yourself out there more, you kind of are opening more criticism. Yeah. So how do you deal with that?
I mean, rewinding back, I didn't cope with it. There was such a dark time in my life where I didn't want to be here anymore. It got so bad.
Really?
Yeah. So that was when my little boy was only 1. So I was fresh postpartum, really struggling with motherhood, peak of my career, tons of staff members, tons of business, all thrive. It was so overwhelming. I just got to a point where I was like, I can't breathe.
Wow.
Got followed home. I got, death threats. If my husband would go away, people were like, don't go to sleep at night when I come to your house.
My goodness.
Address was shared like on all the hate pages. I had to sell that house because I just felt so scared all the time. That was like probably 7 years ago now.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I don't get it as much, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't affect me. And it depends where I'm at in my cycle. Week before my period, oh God. And then sometimes I'm like, I always just try and come from a place of understanding because hurt people and heal people heal people. So sometimes when I cop something, I'm like, is this worth my energy? Sometimes no, block and delete. Other times I'm like, are you okay?
Do you reply?
Yeah. I'll send a voice message. Okay? Yeah. I'm like,
sending
hey.
you a therapist's phone number.
Yeah. Here is my
You send a message. I'm sure they will be so shocked to see a voice note from you.
But sometimes I have really beautiful conversations because I can pick their projection straight away. So like open up the space to have a chat.
Oh my
sometimes
God,
they're receptive.
You're so lovely.
Sometimes they're not. And if they're not receptive, I'm like, I'm not going to, this is like trying to reason with the unreasonable. I'm not going to waste my energy. But if you're here to have a chat, like I'm here.
Oh my God.
I love helping people.
So nice.
I love helping people because we all have projections. We all have insecurities. We all get triggered by people online, but let's talk about it. Let's not shame it. Let's dissolve what's coming up for you.
And do you think this has helped you as a mum, like with your kids? Because I guess like we know there's going to be like bullies at school and the gossip groups. Like I've got a 14-year-old that's at school now.
Oh, I'm so scared for that age.
Oh my gosh. Like sometimes I'm like, am I giving the right advice?
Yeah, it's scary. I know, right?
It's really scary. Do you think what you've gone through, you've kind of got some tips and tricks and like some advice that you can give?
Definitely. And I just think I'll be able to hold the space for them because I think the hardest thing for me was I didn't think anyone else knew what it was like. And I remember even, Tammy probably won't remember this, but me and Tammy went to an event together and we got put in a car together and I was having a really fucking hard day. The trolls were bad and we had to go to this Bondi Sands event. And I said to her like, oh, do you get this kind of hate? And I remember her saying to me, not like you do.
Wow.
And it just made me feel even more alone because I was like, wow, no one understands how I feel, which made me feel super isolated and really, really fucking lonely. So I think when my kids go through it, I know I can sit there and say, I know how you feel and we're going to get through this together. I know exactly what you're going through. We've got this.
Wow.
I think having someone say that to you, it just gives you that little bit, gives you another breath to go another day.
Yeah.
You know?
And just take it day by day.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
I think for me, there are always going to be comments and things, but I went through something not long ago where it was just like trolls, like the incoming of comments and everything. And it makes you like your chest gets tight and, you know, you're thinking and everyone's sending it to you and you're just.
Yes. Have you seen this? It's like,
oh my God. It's like, yes, I've seen it.
Thank you, Karen.
That friend that just sends you the link.
Yes.
It's like, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But for me, what really helped me was like, this will pass.
Yeah.
And, you know, like a couple of days from now or a couple of weeks, hopefully, like, you know, a couple of hours, like it'll be the next thing. And like, it's just not the focus on you. That's
true.
So I just kept going like, this will pass. Like this will pass. Like I'll be looking back at this and, you know,
it's just a chapter.
Forward. Yeah.
One thing I do get grateful for though is I think about if they're doing it to me, I'm hoping that they're getting all their anger out of me and not to someone who's at their tether. Because, you know, one comment could tip someone over the edge. So when I get it, it just helps bring me back. I'm like, okay, if they're throwing this to me, I can handle it.
That's such a great way to
I've got
look at it.
support. I've got resilience. I've got thick skin. Bring it. Don't go doing it to this woman that's at a breaking point. She's got 3 kids. She's a single mom. Like I'd rather it come to me. So that kind of helps me get through.
I've never thought of it like that. And that's truly amazing because there are situations where you know, suicide
all the time,
everything. And it happens a lot. And that brings me to social media and kids. Like I'm not for it at all. Like I love
them
that
having
they're doing
social media.
Yeah, at all. Like I have my kids on mine.
Yeah.
I control mine and I control my platforms. But having Instagram and like TikTok and things like that, like I cannot wait for the ban.
I know. I hope it comes in.
I hope it actually happens because they're young and like how if, you know, something happens with them, how will they deal with it? Like you said, their
brain's not developed enough to manage that. There's no way.
Yeah. Do your kids have like phones, iPads? Like how do you feel about?
No phones. Taj has a laptop because he needs it for school, but no social media. He's got an Instagram page that we've uploaded photos to, but he doesn't have access to it. Yeah. And he's not allowed to scroll anything. He's allowed to watch some channels on YouTube that are like educational based, or there's a channel called Darman. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's really, your kids would love it. It's really educational about like different scenarios at school and bullies and how to handle it. He loves that channel. So we're limited screen time, but there is a time and place for it. I'm not like no screens ever. But yeah, I've made a deal with my son. I said, if you can not have social media till you're 16, then I'll buy you the brand newest iPhone. And he's stoked. He's like, yeah. So at the moment, we've got that deal going.
Okay. Well, Ashy, I want to talk a little bit about business because you've had a few. I remember when you had the gym.
I had that for 7 years.
I feel like that was an incredible business.
Was awesome. Yeah,
was it women's only?
It was women's only. Yep, 2 different
Can
buildings.
We bring it back?
Oh, I would love to, but I don't miss it.
Like when I go into a gym and like the guys, like I'm just like, no. Like it makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like they're not doing anything to me, but I just feel
I did love a women's only gym. It was amazing, but we actually, I loved having the gym, but logistically I did not love running a gym.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love running a building. I don't love running a big team of staff.
Yeah, that's a big operation.
It's huge. And then the rent was going to go up another like $4,000 a month or something. And I was like, nah. I just felt like it was the right time to exit. And you wouldn't believe it. We closed it down a week before they closed all the gyms down before COVID. It was like the universe had my fucking back.
Yeah. So that's a question I wanted to ask you is, when do you know when is it the right time to kind of let something go? Because I feel like with business, like we're in a time where everyone's to open their own business. They see it online. They're like, I'm going to get a product. I'm going to automate it. I'm going to go viral. I'm going to sell out. And sometimes that happens, but I've had businesses where I've lost money and had to close down too. When is it that, when do you know it's the right time? Like, I feel like when something's going down, people sometimes keep investing and keep going and they're like, you know, it's going to take off. Sometimes that is the case, but is there anything that like you can think of when it comes to business and when it's like, you know what? It's okay to close a business too. It doesn't mean anything bad at all.
Yeah, there's two sides of it. I feel like your gut and intuition just knows. And then there's also numbers don't lie. And you can forecast if this is going to work or not, or how quickly and hardly you're going to go down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was diagnosed with 2 brain aneurysms last year.
Yes.
And I thought I was happy. I thought I was loving life. I had an activewear label. I had an app, both successful businesses. And I thought I was happy. And then when I got diagnosed, I had 48 hours in hospital. And in that 48 hours, I felt, honestly, sounds so woo-woo, I felt like the universe grabbed me by the shoulders and shook me. It was like, what are you doing? You're not happy. I'm going to force you to slow down and just be with yourself. And in that 48 hours, I decided to close it all down.
Wow. Did you close down or sell?
Close. I didn't want someone taking over my business.
Really?
I know. I had a
lot. But do you not think about like all the money or hard work? And
but I would still be plugged into it emotionally. And I wanted time to recover and focus on my health and have more time with my kids. And I just knew in something internal wasn't right. Even if I sold right, because I had 7 offers. Even if I sold for the activewear label, not the app. The app's gone to my old business partner and he's still running it, which is great.
Okay.
The activewear label, if I sold it, I would have to train them up. It was baseline by Ashy Bines. My name was still on it. I don't know if it would do as well without me being the forefront. We did ads, but it was my organic selling that made it do well. And I think I'd just be spying on them the whole time. Like, what if they put out ugly designs, or what if something happened? My name is attached to that. I just, in my intuition, it was like, just let it go and trust whatever's next for you is going to be right.
Wow.
And I went into work after being in hospital and told the staff and did it like that.
Did you feel bad? Like,
so bad.
Because I guess everyone.
So bad. So
but
much
I guess
guilt.
you just have to do what you have to do.
I just had to take care of myself. And I felt like I've always put everyone else first and tried to take care of everyone. And then you get diagnosed with something like that and you're like, your life is not promised.
A crazy story. Like, I've seen your stories of you in hospital.
Yeah.
How did you even find out?
It sounds silly because in hindsight, I'm like, I've lost my grandma dropped dead of one, my uncle dropped dead of one, my other uncle dropped dead of one, and my other uncle has an aneurysm. He's little naive me thinking, I'm young, I'm healthy, it won't happen to me. So I just never got checked. Why would I go get a random MRI for an aneurysm? Even though my uncle that's still alive, he was like, you need to go and get checked. I was like, yeah, when I'm older. Yeah. But anyways, I lost my sight 3 times in a week. And I thought it was from like a tight neck from the gym because it happened after training.
Okay.
And then the 3rd time I was at breakfast with my family and I was sitting at breakfast and say I was looking at you, I couldn't see you and my eyes started to like go back.
Oh my goodness.
You know when a TV goes all grey and blurry? That happened, and patches of black, and I was like, I can't see. And then as soon as I take Voltaren, it would go away. So I thought it's just a migraine.
Yeah.
And my husband has also had an aneurysm.
Has he?
Yeah. But his was way more hectic than mine. It was the size of a golf ball. And he had it for 9 years because no surgeon in Australia would operate on him because it was likely that he'd die in the surgery.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a bunch of little blood vessels all coming together in one big knot, whereas mine was just a little aneurysm, 2 of them. So he said to me, I'm going to take you to the doctor and you're just going to go get checked. And I was like, no, it's Sunday. I can't be fucking around the doctor. Like, I just want to be with the kids. And he's like, no, you're going to go. Drop me off. Doctor looked at my eyes. He goes, nothing's here, but I'm going to send you to the hospital. And I was like, oh, this is so dramatic. Yeah. He's like, you're going to go and get a CT scan because I don't know what's going on, but this isn't normal.
Okay.
It's like, oh, fuck's sakes. Went and waited in the emergency department for like 5 hours, got my CT scan. Doctor walks out, sits me down. He's like, nothing's wrong with your sight. However, we've found a brain aneurysm. And I was like, what?
What do you mean? Feel in that moment?
Sick. Because Steve's had one, my husband, And then all the family members, I was like, oh my gosh, of course I have a brain aneurysm. And then I called my mum and I just knew she'd be devastated and so sad because you're literally a ticking time bomb.
Oh my goodness.
And I called Steve and he was like, no fucking way. And the position where it was behind my left eye, which was where his was. So he was just like, what the fuck's happening? And then they kept me in for 48 hours to do more MRIs, more scans just to get more details on it. And they booked me in for a surgery and got that one operated on. And then while they were in fixing this one, the one on my right-hand side, they found another on my left-hand side. So you wake up in in what's it called?
Intensive care, ICU?
Yeah, ICU. You have to spend 24 hours in ICU. And when I woke up and I was drowsing, like, thank God that's over. He's like, I'm really sorry, but we've found another one. You'll have to come back. I was like, why don't you just fix it
at the same time?
He goes, we can't. It's the other side and we need to let this one heal and then go back in again. I was like, oh, fuck's sake.
So when it came to doctors, did you want to go to like Steve's doctor? Because if
no,
they did really good with a huge one.
His was in Sydney,
yeah,
and I don't even know if it'd still be working.
So you just went with whoever they recommended.
Yeah, and Gold Coast Uni Hospital is incredible. They've got quite a few brain surgeons there. But throughout all of this, like, I'm not a victim to it. I'm so fucking grateful because if I didn't know I had that, if I was here right now and it ruptured, by the time you get me to hospital, I'm probably gone. Or I'd have a stroke, and say it was on my right-hand side, it means I would lose the ability to use the left-hand side of my body. Same with vice versa. So the fact they found them, I'm so lucky. I got a second chance at life. Like, getting that diagnosis, the thought of not being there for your children is terrifying.
How did you like cope after that? Like, knowing that time between knowing and surgery. Like, I feel like because it's there, I'm sure it was constantly on your mind and like these thoughts.
Yeah. I've always been a pretty good sleeper and I don't feel like I've slept very well since. It kind of really shocked my nervous system. Over the years, I've done a lot of work on, I used to get really bad panic attacks when I was younger, and I've done a lot of work to regulate myself. So I feel from the outside, I looked really calm, but my body obviously knew something was going on and my nervous system would keep me up at night just thinking about it. But then going into surgery is really scary because there's a chance that things can happen. The chance you don't come out, it's in your brain.
So what?
They actually go up through your wrist now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so I've got like 2 little scars here. They go up through your wrist or your groin.
Yeah.
Put this like little tube up there and then they put a stent in.
What?
Yeah, and help the blood flow. And then the stent over time, like say this is my aneurysm, the stent like just deflates over time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the way you look at life is completely
such a different person to who I was a year ago.
Different.
Yeah.
I think yesterday I heard something about like when the bad things that happen in life, you know, the red and the orange, if it's always green, you just don't have anything to compare it to and like see what to be grateful for. And I always say this with like my partner too, until, you know, something happens with like health.
Yeah.
Then
such a wake up call.
Then you're, you know, grateful and you're, you know, thankful and all of that. It's like, why can we not be like that every day?
It's just a part of the journey, isn't it?
Without it. What is like key things that's changing your perspective? Well, not like, I guess slowing down,
health being a priority, like just actually being heart-led and purpose-led with my work.
Oh,
I loved the activewear. And I missed the design, the creativity and the photo shoots. That was fun. But I felt like I was on this hamster wheel of like launch, make money, not celebrate it, next one, pay the bills, talk to China, It was just so go, go, go. And I just, now with my podcast, that's mainly what I do and run retreats for women and intimate events.
I love it.
It's to make impact. I always felt like I was just here to make a positive difference in women's lives. And I get to do that just by having conversations and bringing women together and bringing experts and coaches all on board to help make a difference to their life.
I absolutely love that.
It's so heart-led and passion-led, and I feel so on purpose. I feel so aligned, and it's not about money anymore. Money flows to me.
It's about your legacy.
Yeah,
and like you're touching people, you're making a change in people's lives. So it is so much more than just a business or like you said, making the money and like running after something. It's actually a legacy that you're leaving.
It feels so different. And then just way more present with my kids and with the people around me. Also really going through surgery really showed me who my true friends were. The people you think are going to reach out and be there for you, and the ones you don't expect. I was like, it was really cool to kind of pull myself back and be like, wow, I can really see who my people are.
Yeah.
So my circle's gotten smaller, but way more solid. And I've never felt so supported and aligned with the people in my life. And I'm just very mindful of where my energy goes.
Wow.
Which I wouldn't be that without going through that experience. I still would have been sleepwalking through life just thinking this is how it's meant to be and trying to prove myself and look after everyone and make money because I thought that's what you do. And now it's just like, wow, it doesn't have to be like that.
So there's no businesses now, the podcast?
No, I still have businesses. but
not as many.
No. Well, I mean, the podcast is a business.
Well, definitely.
And it makes amazing
and your ambassador
money.
work is a full-time business.
Yeah. I don't do as much influencer work anymore, but I still have Hideaway. So yeah, that's a bath and body brand that my husband and I run. But I'm quite lucky now in a position because it's grown so much where I just get to do the marketing and the fun content and I'm not in there stressing. I get to do what I want in there.
Oh, I love
he runs it and I get to just jump in
the fun
part. So it doesn't add stress to my life, but the podcast is my main focus and I absolutely love it.
Oh, I love this for you. Actually, you spoke before about regulating. Is there any tips there? I've asked a few people about this because even people, having anxiety or especially in this day and age, there's so much happening. And women are feeling overwhelmed, whether it's to do with their kids, whether it's to do with their career, finances, the whole lot. Is there any tips that you can give us to self-regulate?
Everyone's going to hate me for saying this because you've heard it all before, but breath. When we're anxious, we're worried about the future. When we're feeling depressed, we're sitting on the past. When you breathe, you're back in the present and you're telling your body it's safe to just be. When you're breathing and you're grounded, you can then make more aligned decisions. You can have clarity around what's right, what's wrong, what you can do. You can let go. Breath is the most important thing.
What type of breath work would you recommend? Is there like a 2-minute exercise that someone can do? If they're feeling, overwhelmed, they have anxiety, they're having a panic attack, what can they do?
Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 5. Always breath out a little bit longer.
On the pod. I absolutely love that.
It's just the easiest go-to. But even in the morning, like before getting on my phone, you will never see me miss this. I will always sit up and just take 10 big breaths to start my day. If I'm in the shopping line and I'm thinking about my to-do list, literally put my hand on my tummy.
Are you like,
I'll just take 3 big breaths, literally breathing in and breathing out.
Have you seen that breath work? I don't know what it's called, but it's like really heavy in and really heavy out.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I've tried that, but I felt a bit lightheaded. I feel like I was going to pass out after that one.
Yeah, and there's different ones. You can do energizing ones or relaxing ones. I have done them quite a few times, but I just prefer like slow, controlled breath because it just gets me back in my body.
I love
out
that.
Of here, back
and anyone can do that anywhere.
It's free. Anyone can do it.
It's free.
But it's consistency. Don't do like one lot of breath and then expect yourself to be calm and regulated for the rest of the week. Even with your kids, like I've got 2 kids, they're fighting like cats and dogs at the moment. And when it hits 5 p.m, I'm so exhausted and like tapped out.
Yeah.
I would love to just sit down and watch a movie, but sometimes just getting them outside and getting them moving just so I can regulate and take some breaths because you guys are driving me insane. It's like parenting. You think it's about calming your kids the whole time. Most of the time it's calming us.
Oh my gosh. I said that to my husband this morning because Giselle, my 4-year-old, she's absolutely a fun time at the moment. And he like reacted.
Yeah.
And it made her really upset, And I said to him, honey, we're the adults. I said, go sit in the bathroom, close the door
100%.
and take a breath.
Yeah.
I said, I understand. Like she is a lot and you just feel like screaming and crying, but I regulate myself. Like I'll just go into another room instead of like saying something back that's going to hurt her feelings and screaming in her face. And I regulate myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been telling him because
it's hard though. And I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting on my high horse saying I have it.
He goes, they follow me everywhere. I said, well, just go sit in the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tag
find a quiet
team
spot.
100%. Even this is where I think sometimes screens are necessary. There's times where if Steve, my husband, just went away for like a 12-day work trip. And there was times where I was feeling really overwhelmed. So I put a movie on and I went and did a sauna or I went and took some breaths or had a bath or did something for myself. And it's necessary. You have to take care of you. Otherwise, how are you meant to show up for them?
100% preach, girl.
Yeah.
What's some more regulation tips? Breathing.
I love sauna, which I know everyone doesn't have the access to. I've recently got one at home. And
I love that.
Best thing in the world.
I've heard that the benefits are insane. I've heard it's a lot better than, how everyone's on the ice bath.
I hate ice. I don't think it's
good
for
women. But they're saying for women.
No,
it's had a full
I know.
switch.
And I really resonate that because when I hop in them, I don't feel relaxed. I don't feel energized. I feel like panicking. I know that's my work to breathe through it, but if I can go into a sauna and instantly feel calmer,
why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, it feels better for me.
I did go to a little conference 2 weeks ago and what's his name? He's like the ice bath king.
Wim Hof?
He was there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the Gold Coast. This is
That's
2 weeks ago. And I did learn a lot about cold ice baths from him. And he had some great points, even just saying like if you're depressed and, you know, you're thinking the thoughts are thoughts. Yeah. If you hop in a cold bath, they're gone.
Yes.
You're not thinking about them. So even having like for women, I would say even a cold shower.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's cold enough.
Yeah. Even getting an ice cube and rubbing it on your wrists or on your face. Because if you're in your head thinking so much or you're anxious, since cold's on you, the thoughts are gone because you're present with what's happening amongst the cold.
I haven't thought of that one.
Yeah. It's just little hacks like that. Yeah. Music for me is really regulating. If I'm feeling sad and I'm struggling to really feel the emotion, because I'm big on letting your emotions come up. I think if we suppress them, they just end up blowing up in unhealthy ways.
Yeah.
So I will listen to certain music to adapt to what a mood I want to be in. If I want to be more high vibe, I'll listen to high vibe. If I'm grieving someone, I feel like I really want to have a good cry, I'll put on sad music. If I'm wanting to be more sexual and spicy with Steve, I'll put on more sexual, spicy music. I find music really calming. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And even the house, like in the morning, you know what the morning chaos is like, getting them out the door is hectic. But music, I feel, calms the whole energy of everyone.
So do you put like a calm song throughout
the
house?
Just like more chill music. Not
I should do this.
Not high vibe like techno or just, I don't know, just like calming music. Even if it's nature sounds, just something that's more relaxing.
I love deep forest. Do you know that?
Yes. I like rain sounds at night too, like stormy sounds. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've got to try that. I feel like that could calm
the
mood, but my kids are so loud. I feel like you won't even.
But you'll hear it, and if it keeps you calmer, they'll feel that too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Worth a try.
I'll give it a try. But I've got those tips. So music, sauna, and breath.
Yes.
I love those.
Yeah.
They're great. And I think this day and age, like women are really looking for anything to help because everyone's feeling sprung.
Yes. You know what else? I don't know about you, but girlfriends. Being able to vent and get it off your chest.
Yeah.
They are my lifeline. My full stabilizers are my girlfriends.
Yeah.
So healthy to have sisterhood connection where you can just talk about it, be fully seen, fully held. Anything you're feeling shameful for, it just dissolves once it's out.
Yeah. And having someone say, oh, you know, that's happened to me too. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh.
I'm not alone.
I'm not alone.
I'm seen. They get me.
Actually, I actually want to ask you a question because it's been on my mind yesterday. And I was like, I feel like you could actually maybe help me because you've got really good insight to everything I've asked you so far. How do you deal with, because I'm very conscious of my energy and being positive.
You're the most positive person.
I really try. Like it's a conscious effort. I look at situations with the cup half full instead of cup half empty.
You do well at it.
So when I go into a room, let's say there's someone like, oh, you know, I'm mad about this and they're real negative and and this and that. I'm not naming names today, but there's someone a situation I'm in quite often.
Oh, so it's regular.
Yes. Yep. And it kind of just makes me like my mood just goes, and I'm really trying to just not let it affect me. Is there anything I can do with that?
Yeah, it's either like when someone's low and you're high, you either have to try and bring them up, but if they don't come up, then you feel like you have to load back down. Hey, I don't know. I kind of like, I had this therapist say to me once that when I'm in a room with people like that or around negative energy to visualize bubble wrap around me. So like they can't actually penetrate into me.
Yeah.
That sounds sexual.
Penetrate into me?
They can't get to me.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know how much you have to communicate with them, but are you able to avoid them and just protect your own peace?
Yeah, but it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Because like we need to communicate. But
you know what I'm big on at the moment is full transparency. So I would have a conversation and this year has been the year of hard conversations.
Okay.
And it's not easy to have, but I think if I was in your position now, I would pull them aside and just say, hey, I don't want to assume because I hate assuming. It's opposite communication, but I don't know. I kind of feel there's a bit of off energy with us. Like, have I done something to upset you? Is anything that I've said? Like, let me know because I love to clean up my own lane.
Just being a little bit straightforward.
Yeah, like let's fix this.
I'm actually going to try the bubble wrap thing too.
Yeah,
as well because I'm all like for visualizing.
Yeah,
I feel like that really helps me.
But what if there is something that you've done or said you're not aware of, and then she goes, "Actually, Em, when you said that day, it fucking hurt my feelings, and I can't let it go."
Yeah,
you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," and you can heal that. Yes. It could be something you have no idea about.
Yeah,
and it could be your own shit too. But it's like you get to invite her forward to come up with you.
Yeah. I
love
that.
Him, I don't know.
Him, her. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
But I would have a hard conversation.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Next week when I see them.
Yeah.
Ashy, so for any mamas right now that want to start their own business and maybe they've got a little bit more time, their little ones started, school or kindy, what advice would you give them?
Don't do it. No.
Run.
Run.
I say that to so many people now. I think it's so glorified being like
so
a boss
glorified.
chick. And I'm like, I'm stressed out of my mind.
I just think a better question to ask is, why are you wanting to do this? Is it because it's glorified? You're comparing yourself. You think you need to? Because a lot of mums do just want to stay home with the kids, or they do just want to work for a company and leave their work at home. If it's not what I've learned too, if it's not something that you are so passionate about, it will not last, and you will invest so much time, having a business does not give you more free time. If you think it's going to give you more free time and freedom with your kids, you're wrong. It doesn't. It takes up more. It's consuming. You are on all the time, and especially starting it, you are the graphic designer, you're the content creator, you're the editor, you're the designer, whatever it is. Like you're doing everything yourself until you can afford to pay someone.
Yeah.
So you're going to be up late nights, getting up early, your weekends. So if it's not something that you truly are passionate about, I'd be looking at other options. Yeah. It's not for everyone, but it is so glorified. And people think, like, even for me, I still get it. You're so lucky. I'm like, you realize I've been doing this shit for 15 years? That's not lucky. I've showed up every single day on Snapchat for 15 years.
Wow.
That is a long time to build a community. It doesn't happen overnight. And some people do on TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. But most of the time it is a long game.
Yeah. And when it comes to social media, because I know like my TikTok is now build your personal brand and be the brand of your business, and like all the masterclasses and how to and post every day. If someone does have their own business already, what advice would you give when it comes to social media?
I personally believe the more you show up as just your authentic self and stop trying to be like everyone else, the more people will connect with you. The more they connect with you, the more they're going to buy from you. People don't buy because you might have a great product, but say with your brand, Selfish, they're buying because they want to support you. They love you. They can get supplements wherever. There's so many supplement brands on the market now. Millions. They're buying from you because they would love and support you, and they love what you share. They love what you're about. They love your mission. Be authentic. Connect with them. Show the hard stuff. Be real. I think that's why I've been able to maintain a strong community for so long, because I've never just sugarcoat anything.
Very honest.
I share all the ups and downs, all my lessons, my failures, my breakdowns. I share it all because I don't ever want anyone feeling alone or feeling like they can't do it. And I want to show where I was at bottom to get to where I am, and know that life's just, it's like a roller coaster. It's up and down. It's all around. So I think just being your authentic self and not overthinking it. It's not so curated anymore. It doesn't need to look perfect.
It's not, is it?
The more real you are, the more you'll connect. You don't want to fit in, because your uniqueness is actually your superpower.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, Ashy, thank you so much. You are so wise.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like you could be like a therapist. I'm not joking. You're really wise. I learned so much in there, and I love the 10 minutes of movement.
Yes.
Like even 10 minutes.
Something.
Because I'm even guilty of it. I'm like, if I'm not doing a proper workout, like I'm not doing one at all. And sometimes I kind of classify my housework and laundry as
it's movement. A lot of steps. You get a lot of
movement.
steps in doing that. Yeah.
So sometimes I do count that.
But it's not for you. That's for your house.
That's
your
like
family.
what I have to do for everyone else. Unpack the laundry and everything.
Hate laundry.
Oh my God. Don't even get me started on that. But thank you so much for coming on and being so real and authentic and sharing so much.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation.